Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my page. Excuse me for trying to get myself adjusted. Welcome to my page. My name is Khadija Sams, but everyone calls me Aunt KD. I like to thank you guys for everyone that will be tuning into my channel. This is my first time coming onto my YouTube channel, and my channel will be talking about all things. I am a woman of many different facets, and I'm here to share some of my experiences with you, some of the things that's going on with me in my career and my life, things that's going on in our country, and all kinds of things that I'm involved in. I am a screenwriter, I am a director, I am a spoken word artist, full-time grandmother raising two teenage grandchildren, but I am a grandmother of six, so I'm very busy. I'm a podcast host, co host of Think Outside the Box podcast, and that airs on Glockaware Radio in Philadelphia every Wednesday from 10 to 11. I am a diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan and a lover of all things people. So on my channel, we'll be talking about all kinds of stuff. But today for my very first live, and excuse my background, because I'm gonna get it together, y'all. I'm gonna get it together. But I want to bring it to y'all raw and uncut because this is who I am and this is what I do. This where I am sitting is what I consider my office. In my trusty recliner. Right next to me is my little makeshift desk. Then over here is my other makeshift desk where I keep all my notebooks and my other laptop because I'm on my Mac. But I also work off of a Surface. So I'm doing both things. I'm in both worlds always. So I can get the best of both worlds. And so this is what I do. I work from home on my laptop, writing, creating, and thinking of what's the next topic. What am I going to do next? Because I'm always on to a next adventure. And all my family and friends that know me, they know that I be moving. Like IKD is IKD be moving. IKD is as what is it? I'm not a jack of all trades because I'm a woman of all women, but I'm a Jill of all trades. But I don't believe in that saying the jack of all trades is a master of none, because I believe in the whole thing. A jack of all trades is a master of none, but it's certainly better than a master of one. Okay, so don't forget that's how that really goes. The jack of all trades is a master of none, but it's certainly better than the master of one. And don't believe that a jack of all trades is not a master of one. Because with so many things that a jack or a Jill, as I call myself, of all trades, gets into, you best believe we master probably more than one. So believe that. Believe that for anybody that you know that goes out and does a lot of different things, such as myself. Um, so March 9th was my fifth year in the entertainment industry. um, I've been associated with a radio station out of Philadelphia called Glockaware Radio. And if you're from Philadelphia, you probably heard of Glockaware Radio, know Glockaware Radio. So I've been associated with Glockaware Radio beginning on March the 9th, 2020 is when I first started my first podcast, Willpower Unsurfaced. And I will upload some of my past Willpower Unsurfaced episodes up onto my page just so you guys can get a background, of who I am, what I stand for, and the things that I like to talk about. Um, and now I'm the co-host of the Think Outside the Box podcast. My podcast co-host, her name is Chanel. We all call her Nelly Yoga Soldier. She gets us in shape and whips us up and gets us right and gets our bodies right and our minds right. And that's how we start off our podcast. So we do a little woo-sah. So I'm not sure about the copyright things as far as the podcast goes, because we do air from Glockaware and we do air our podcast on Glockaware Radio. Um, I'm not sure how that goes as far as us sharing the stream, but I will find out. And if it's cool, I will upload our Think Outside the Box podcast is on to our page, onto my channel here, where you guys will get to see us live and direct every Wednesday. So we'll see how that works out. But I also have another podcast coming into work soon. I'm a big time sports fan, so I'm putting things in order, and we'll see how that goes. That should be coming up soon during football season. That is something that is in the makings, as well as, excuse me, I had to sneeze here. Excuse me. Whew. It's that time of the year, people. Of course, my tissues are all the way over there, right? I mean, they would be all the way over there. So, oh, I have a napkin right here. So yeah, so um, football season is just ending, and I'm like I said, a diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan. Go Birds! We won the Super Bowl, and you know, my friend Nelly calls me a witch, but I do not consider myself a witch. I'm just a very intuitive person. And before our season started, I wrote a screenplay. The screenplay is called 25 Years for Nothing. And it's based off of a true story of a gentleman named Emmanuel Brown, Philadelphia nightclub owner in the 90s. He went to jail for a crime of bank robbery that he contests to this day that he did not commit. I wrote the screenplay based off of Mannix's story and how it played out. It will be coming to the theater in Philadelphia in the summer of 2025. So sometime June or July, we are looking to premiere that. So look out for that. That'll be coming soon. It's called 25 Years for Nothing, the Mannix Brown story. So as I said, I'm a screenwriter. And I love being a screenwriter. Now, I've been writing ever since I was a child. And life, sometimes life gets in the way and we don't get to do the thing. I really didn't know what I wanted to do as a child. I knew how to write because I always loved rap music since I was very young. And I'm in my 50s, and you know, I'm from the height of the hip hop era. When things were just beginning to pop off, I was right there. And my uncles and my family members, they were all DJs, and they used to host block parties, and block parties were a big thing in Philadelphia in the 70s and the 80s. I mean, we could party all night. Can't do that stuff now. But when we were young, you could. And so rap music was a big thing to me, and I listened to people like the Sugar Hill Gang and Treacherous Three and Sequence, rest in peace. Angela Stone. If you don't know, Angela Stone was the first time I've ever heard her in my life was in the 70s. I must have been about 9 years old when that record, Funk You Up, came out with the rap first female rap group Sequence, and they were the first female rap group. And I don't know if they get the recognition that they deserve. They should have been got an honor or something for that, because they were the first female rap group, and they did pave the way for the next females. And so they should definitely be recognized for their contributions to hip hop. And that's where I remember Angie Stone. She was Angie B on Sequence, and then there was Blondie, and then there was Cheryl the Pearl, who was the one with the eyes. So if you're from that era, you definitely know Funk You Up. And like I said, rest in peace, Angie Stone. So that's where I, got the idea to become a writer, I wanted to rap. That didn't go my way. But I can do a little bit of rapping there. Don't get me wrong there. I can spit a little couple bars for you, but that was not my calling. But being a writer was. And I absolutely love being a writer. I really enjoy being a writer. There's nothing greater than to be able to put the thoughts that are in your mind down on paper and see it come out on the screen. The first screenwriting project I ever worked on was a movie that is now out on Tubi. It's called A Body to Kill For. And I wrote that movie for a young lady by the name of Kiana Harris. She goes by Top Model Yama. And this story was based off of her life. And some of it was fictionalized, But a lot of it was based off of events that actually happened in her life, and that was my first time ever writing a screenplay, and I was so honored to do it. And the project came out good, so good for the first time for us even attempting to make a movie, to make a motion picture. And we were all amateurs except for the cameraman. Shout out to Millimeter Mac Productions, Millimeter Mac Productions, Rashid and Mark. They are out of New York and Delaware, and they were the production crew, and they did an awesome job shooting A Body to Kill For. And I was very proud of the production. And, you know, everything didn't make it. That's the one thing that I did learn about doing my first film. You'll write a script, and sometimes things are not going to make it to the scene, to the they're not going to make it into the film. Some scenes are just not going to make it into the film. Um, but you do the best you can. And I believe that that was just a great project for it to be my first time. I really enjoyed it. I actually worked on the production crew of A Body to Kill For Part 2, and I worked on the production crew of A Body to Kill For Part 3. Although she collabed with some other writers, because you want to give everybody a chance to do some things. And Philly, we have a lot of up and coming creators, movie creators in the Philadelphia area. So it was just an honor to be able to work on the project. I had a great time. I learned so much. I learned a lot. My first screenwriting project, it probably was like 80 pages, 80, 76 pages. Like I I didn't know the rules of screenwriting. I did know that, like, the page amounts and how many minutes it should amount to, but I never thought about, what actually goes into a production and how much time and money. Well, I know it costs, but the time is what I didn't realize. And then you have to understand when you're um, doing something from not having a lot of money. We basically didn't have a budget for real. We were winging it like a mug. and But it came out so good, and everybody was just together, and we worked long hours. And one thing I appreciated working on that first project was that we was shooting for a long time. I mean, hours. I mean, we were out there for hours, morning till night, like 6 in the morning till 1 in the morning, 6 in the morning till 7 in the morning till 4 in the morning. I mean, we were like out there all night for that first production. And what we learned was how to not do that, how to not have like all the actors at the same time. If you didn't really need them, if you wasn't sure, whether you needed them to be on the set at that time or not. And what we learned from part one to part two was you don't need them there. We learned time management, which was such a big thing. And time management was so important because it really made it so much easier to shoot the other films, and just to see how we just gonna have these people here right now. Then when they're done, then the next day we'll have who we need, and so that's how we're doing the 25 years for nothing. The time management. We are almost halfway through our scenes, and Friday is another big day for us shooting. This Friday, we'll be shooting one of the main, excuse me, practically the main scenes from the movie this week. And so I'm excited about the project, and I figured this was a great time to start my YouTube channel and um, get my things out there and meet some new people, and just see what's going on out here on these YouTube streets, because I've been trying to get on YouTube for a long time. So I'm honored that I was able to finally get on YouTube and get my stuff up and running. And once I figure out how to incorporate other videos um into my live streams, I'll definitely be remixing some things, and um, talking about some subjects and some topics that's going on in our country. So I talked about, the screenplay, 25 Years for Nothing, the Emmanuel Mannix Brown story. Don't forget, it's coming out summer 2025, and it will be on Tubi, um, and possibly some other platforms. But I will be letting you guys know. I'll keep you guys up to date on that. And another thing I wanted to talk about was what's going on in our country. So I'm big on activism. Excuse me here. My ear is itching. My allergies is driving me crazy, guys. So you're probably going to hear me like sniffing and sneezing. I apologize. It's like something that I cannot control. I have like my allergies have always been bad. When I was a kid, they were like the kid in a plastic bubble because anything would break me out. But not that bad anymore. But these seasonal allergies just take me. So forgive me if I do a lot of sniffling and sneezing. Um, so I wanted to talk about the climate right now, like the climate of our country and what we're experiencing right now in America. And if I would like you guys to, if you have a chance to go on to my page, and also check out Lady Anonymous. Lady Anonymous is a spoken word artist. She has her new video that debuted. It's on her page. The page is Lady Anonymous's ANONYMISS. So that's Lady Anonymous, ANONYMISS. Go check out Lady Anonymous. I also posted Lady Anonymous's poem, spoken word piece called America on my page where you can see it here. But check out her page. She'll be dropping. She's just getting started as well, so she'll be dropping new projects on her page as well, and some of our things as well. So, um, but check out the America piece because it really sheds a lot of light on the things that are going on in our country right now. And maybe we have some solutions, and maybe the poem will just give us a little look into, into Lady Anonymous's world and into our world, what we're going through and the things that we have been going through in this country for a long time. And so right now there's something going around there. Well, it's not something going around. They're talking about Derek Chauvin, I think that's his name, the police officer that shot George Floyd. And Elon Musk, um, I don't know why he had so much to say because he's not even a damn president. He's so annoying. But anywho, Elon Musk um, is basically, championing for Derek Chauvin to get out of jail. And this is the police officer that was pleaded guilty, actually pleaded guilty um, to killing George Floyd. Now, this is the message for our people that our community is trying to put out there. Don't let them get you riled up. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. See, they want us to go outside in the streets so they can run down this martial law. They've had these plans you know, for years before Trump. And they're just looking for an excuse to shut shit down. Don't let us be the excuse. It's always on us. Everything comes up and it's always on our backs. Watch how this plays out for them without us. Let their people, let someone else's group of people go out and protest in the streets. But we don't do it. I don't believe George Floyd from the other side would want us to. Because I believe from the other side, George Floyd can see what they're trying to do. And I don't believe that is what he would want. So we have to stand down. Stand down, Black people, Indigenous American people, because I highly am an Indigenous American, and there's so many words they want to say we can't say. Everything is politically incorrect. I don't know. Native American, you want to call it, Indigenous. I am one, and we are all mixed up here, but mostly I am Native American, Cherokee at that academic Cherokee. But I'll tell you guys all about that later when I tell you all about my story and my family history. But we got to stand down. We can't. Don't do it. Don't do it. This man pleaded guilty, so I don't even know, you know, like he pleaded guilty for a reason. He pleaded guilty because he did it. So he wouldn't have pleaded guilty if he didn't do it, if he thought it was a chance that he didn't have to go to prison. If that guy thought it was a chance that he didn't have to go to jail, he wouldn't have pleaded guilty. So pardoning him would be a slap in our face, but we've been slapped in our faces so many times and slapped around and kicked and stomped it. We are so used to that here. That's the part they don't understand about us. You guys have been doing this to us. We're wising up. This is chess. It's chess, and we need to start playing it and stop being the pawns, because we the kings and queens on the board out here. Don't be the pawns. We got to stop being the pawn, because it'll be to our detriment, because nobody's coming for us. They never do. So we have to come for ourselves and unify and know that within this, like, no shopping, no buying anything. Don't go outside and get mad about Derek Chauvin. And if Derek Chauvin is smart, he wouldn't even want to get out of jail. I heard another content creator, and I'm going to start definitely getting back with my notes, but I just wanted to come on today. He still had state time to do. And if you know anything about the judicial system, federal time supersedes state time. So if you were charged with a federal crime, but you had state time too, you're going to do the federal time first. You're going to go to jail and do the federal time first. And then you'll get the state time later. You'll do the state time later. So yeah. So if he gets out pardoned from the feds, he's not going to get pardoned from the state. So he still has to do 20 years. And state pens is trash, according to federal. Compared to federal penitentiaries, I don't think anybody would want to do 20 years in the state system. So I don't even know if Devin. I mean, I don't know if he like wrote Trump or Elon or somebody said, "Hey, try to get me out of here." I don't know, because he's not going to get out of jail because he still owes the state time. So it wouldn't even be a smart idea on his part. But it's just the principle that they would even think about pardoning him. And who the fuck is Elon Musk? Like, he is fucking annoying. Like, get the fuck going, Elon. We are so sick of all you motherfuckers. And you know what? And at the end of the day, God got the last say. And I know you all laugh and think, oh, God, karma. It's coming. It's not going to end well for you guys this time. It's not going to be the way I firmly believe in my heart that it's not going to go the way you guys think that because we already, it's out here now. We know, like, you can't. We might have got on the ball late, but we know what you're trying to do. And if we're smart, like I believe that we are, not this time. Not this time. We're not coming outside. Stay in the house. Don't come outside. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't get bamboozled, like Malcolm X saying. We've been hoodwinked before. Don't fall for it. Stay in. Let them do whatever they want to do outside. Because they people mad at them because they done lost their damn job. Because these people want to be so daggone undercover racist and try to act like they not racist and vote for Donald Trump and get him in office because they think that if they put him in office, that they're going to get whatever they want. And they don't realize that it's not about that. It's about what they want to do. It's about what they want to do. Whoever it is, Democrat, Republican, because to me the party don't matter because I don't vote on party. You have to pick one to vote, especially in the primary. But I'll be honest, I actually voted independent. I'll be honest. I don't care what nobody say. Oh, you took votes away from Kamala. I didn't. My vote did not. It wasn't my vote alone. It was their vote. The people who didn't want the Latinos and all the other people who is now, not all of them, but the ones who are now crying about why we're not helping them. They're the ones that put him in office. I was just trying to get my candidate 10%. So, you know, I didn't really choose any of them besides the one I voted for because I just felt like if I didn't write someone else in, I would have to choose who I felt aligned with my values the most. And it really was Jill Stein. I don't know if a lot of people know her, but I mean, it was a hard decision. It really was. I mean, hey, but I have my own, I'm not here to go on that rant because it's over now. And this is where we are. I'm not worried about anything, actually. Because I mean, what would me worrying? I worry myself sick, literally worry myself into some very bad health conditions. And I just feel like now my whole, focus is just to stay focused on the goal that I have set for myself. And if I just stay focused on it, I believe I can get myself out of any situation. And I'm not going to stress about what's going on about that, but I'm going to pay attention and I'm going to be informed and I'm going to inform the people. But I'm not going to get stressed about it because whatever happens, I can't control anything except for how I respond to it. And being worked up and being super stressed about it and everything, that's really not going to change what is going on. So me getting my voice out to the people, and you guys may not know me, but the people that know me that this is not anything new. And I'm so grateful for social media to actually give me a platform because I know my people tired of hearing. But they listen to me. Some of them, because I'm not going to tell anybody anything that's wrong. And I always try my very best to be honest, upfront, and open about anything I speak because whatever I put out there will always be for the benefit of the masses, not myself. For my people, because I'm tired of us living a lie and I'm tired of us, enduring things in this country that we should not have to endure. And regardless of whether you're Native American, as of myself, with African descent as well, or you're fully people, you're because most of us are mixed up here anyway, with Native American and African and Caribbean. It's just a fact of what it is, regardless of what label America wants to put on us. So we are at home here. And they know that we are at home here. And this is why so many things are thrown in front of us to keep us confused and separated. And right now, even if you want to go somewhere else, this is home right now. This is where you at. And this is where you really had the most power at. Use it. Black people in America. Poor people in America. Tired people in America. Whatever color you are. Use it. If America is the great melting pot, like so many people claim that it is, use it as that pot and blend and stop this madness. Thanks for listening to my first live stream, and I'll be back to talk to you more about what's going on in our climate.